Yes, everybody, welcome in to another episode of Hype Station. As you can see, today's Hype Station, Manchester United versus Liverpool FC, the big one, the derby, the one you all want to discuss. We're going to get into it today. We're going to break everything down. We're going to be going to starting 11s. We're going to do predicted lineups. We're going to do everything and anything in between. But please stay tuned, stay in, because later in the show, we've got a new game for you on Hype Station. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But let's get into it. This is Kloppzone, and this is Hype Station. Okay, people, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by the Fantastic Four. I can't say I'm joined by the Fantastic Four, can I? Because we are the Fantastic Four. But I'm joined by the three Musketeers. Hear no evil, see no evil, and swear no evil in the top corner up here. Swear no evil. Yeah, we believe that one as well. Mike, Leo, and older podcaster, the dream team. How are we all feeling today? Oh, you're feeling good, fresh, Saturday, ready for the game on Monday?
I am ready, man. Like, I'm excited. I love Hype Station, man. It's like a time for you to just like be yourself and be at just cuss, scream, cry, laugh, everything.
Everything and anything in between. Mike, first time on YouTube with us. Not first time on Hype Station. Literally, people, Mike is Mr. Hype Station. But Azan is excited that you're back. He's even give you 5 flames. He's only give me 3. This is disrespectful, Azan. What's going on? But Mike, how are you feeling today? You feeling good?
Good, well rested. Slept a shit ton last night. Figured I'd start the swearing off right there. Happy to be back and really pumped for tomorrow, man. You said Monday, right? It's tomorrow, isn't it?
No, Monday's in 2 days, Mike. Come on.
It's the time difference.
The time zone, Mike. It's like we're trying to work to Mike's time here. For those of you joining, if you're not partial to a bit of foul language, just please leave right now because Mike's going to get crazy. He's going to get in. But Leo's goals. I thought this said Leo's goals. It says let's go. But we'll say it says Leo's goals. It says Leo's goals. We'll go with that, Latif. How are you feeling today, Leo? You feeling good, ready to go?
Good. But it almost feels like a week before where the time is passing by so slow. And because of the poor result, I feel like we just want to play quickly and it doesn't feel quick.
No, I know. I just want to. I want to speed it up. It's a good weekend of sport, though. I love sport. There's a few things on this weekend, but you can't wait for Liverpool matches when everybody else is playing. I hate it when Liverpool aren't on. But let's discuss. Let's go back before we look forward. All the podcaster, and I know I don't want to do this. I apologize, but we do need to go back and take a look at the last match against Crystal Palace. What would you rate our performance? So we'll go round. Give us a score out of 10 for the last game against Crystal Palace.
I'm gonna say it's a weird one because I don't think it was playing that bad. Like I feel like I don't think it was playing that bad. But I'm gonna say
Sorry. Oh, did I ask you for a review or did I ask you for a score out of 10?
I'm just you start with me, I'm giving you my reasons. I'm gonna say like a 6.5.
That's a good score for a draw against Palace at home. That's a good score. Leo, what are you going with? What score would you give us?
I agree. I feel like when we had 11 on the pitch, I would give like a 5. And then when we were down to 10, we were like a 7 or an 8. So probably average out to 6.5.
That is a perfect description of the game. And Azan agrees, 6.5 from Azan as well. Mike, that's how the game went. We went down to 10 men and looked better for some reason, which was strange, but it was a system change. We've been asking Klopp for a while, but what would you score the performance, Mike, out of 10?
Probably a 6 is fair, just because, for like 60 minutes we did nothing. Nunez got sent off, and then we kind of woke up and really took it to him. I thought we had a chance to win, but unfortunately stuck with a draw. But pumped for United.
Yes, come on, let's get United. We are pumped for United. We need one of these. Yes, for United. Oh my God,
every show.
It's still going.
That's amazing, bro.
I feel like jumps every time the first one drops on every show. Oh, like what's this?
Unexpected.
It's so, but there's more today. Oh, there are so more. You're gonna love these ones. But that's the review of the game. It didn't go the way we wanted it to. The last 2 matches, in the Premier League, 2 draws, 2 points, 2 games. We're living in 2s. Will we break that duck against United? United are really struggling at the moment. Will we break that duck? Can you see anything other than a Liverpool win?
I think we'll win. I'm confident. I think everyone's still talking about high-scoring games. It won't be a high-scoring game. I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about we can see like United playing counter-attack football, just sitting behind the ball and then trying to hit us on the counter-attack. And that's how I can see them trying to. I agreed. I think that's how they're going to play. They're not going to go out for the win. They don't want to lose. We don't want to lose, but we're not going to change our style. I can see them just literally playing 10 men behind the ball or 11, whatever behind the ball, and then looking for that counter-attack over our high line and trying to get a goal that way. But now, if Joey Gomez starts, not a problem for us.
Can we just look at this as well? Because we want midfielders, right? We all know we want a midfielder. If anything, get me a midfielder. Latif has hit the nail on the head. Watching this Wolves versus Spurs game at the moment, Nunez looks like the type of player that Man City would go for next summer. We were linked with him, Leo. We don't know how true the links were. But when I look at Wolves midfield right now, Moutinho, Neves, Nunez, would you take that at Liverpool at this moment in time? That's stronger than any 3 available for Liverpool at the minute.
Yeah, no, I feel like you take any of those 3 and they easily get into our midfield. That's how crazy it is. And we're talking about Wolves, So even Dan Donker at this point, who's on the bench, probably gets into our midfield. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And I remember Pep said that Mateus, the new signing, is one of the best young talents he's ever seen. And it's just like, it's frustrating when we're always waiting for the perfect player, but clearly this guy is so talented. So I just don't understand why we didn't at least try.
Mike, I want Mike to try and get through a stream without saying Bellingham. That's your challenge for today, Mike. No Jude Bellinghams, because my heart can't take it anymore. I'm not gonna lie. I can't take any more Bellingham to Liverpool because I need it. I need it so much. But looking at this Wolves and Spurs game, I know Spurs have just gone up, but Wolves are just short of a striker. That Wolves midfield, that's everything that we want from Liverpool. You've got the grit, you've got the play, you've got the silky smooth passing, you've got creativity. What would you add to this Liverpool midfield in the transfer window if you could? And you're not allowed to say Bellingham.
I would want like a box-to-box that could slip in a pass or maybe dribble through a line. It's just frustrating because I feel like ever since I've been a Liverpool fan, there's always a team that gets a player that's like, I would like rank them lower than us as far as like club status. You know what I'm saying? And they always seem to get a really good player. And you're just like, why the fuck did we not go for that guy if they can pay that? But then there's also times where I feel like we're being upcharged. And then you'll hear that they go to another team for like a lot less. And it's like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's really frustrating.
It is frustrating. And this is a good comment. Mustafa Mahmood says, are y'all? I don't know if he's American or not. I don't know why I'm doing the accent, but are y'all sure that the team is going to be all right? Do you know what? We should be sure. It's Liverpool. It's Liverpool Football Club. We'll find a way. But I don't want to have to find a way to finish top 4. I wanted this season to be a season. Leo's dribbling with his camera there, nearly fell over on us. It was a good catch that. Maybe if Alisson Becker is injured, get Leo in there. Those reflexes were unbelievable.
Oh, there's a huge bottle that almost fell. A huge bottle that I have up here that almost fell.
But what Mustafa's saying is kind of true. We're all in a place right now where we're a little bit worried. So many injuries. We've not really added to the depth of our team. We've not added any quality. What do you think for this season? Do you think we're going to be okay? Do you think we're going to have a good season like we've experienced in the last few?
Liverpool fan, and everyone look away right now. But what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say some harsh truths. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
We-
Wait!
I feel like you done.
Yeah, come on.
That was so disappointing, Ash. That was disappointing.
All right,
I thought it'd been a big, like,
okay, you want a better one? Let me
Yeah.
go. What it is?
I like that. Thank you.
Now we're ready for it. Okay.
I feel like I said this a lot, and I got absolutely slated for it, and I still agree with it. Yeah, if Chelsea, Man United, like found their like perfect players in their rhythm and routine, we would be challenging for top 4. Instead, it wouldn't be a top 2 challenge. It would be a lot harder for us because they are so below par. I feel like we escape and we always fighting with Man City. Yeah, people might hate that. Yeah, but the reason I say this is, yeah, we're talking about our team now. We ain't playing two games a week and all that stuff. So if the players, like I always say this, Matip, no one's surprised that Matip's injured, because if you are surprised, then I think you can't really say, oh my god, like how can you be surprised Matip's injured? He's been injured. He's never given us a full season other than last season. Yeah, we have players who are injured, but we're not surprised now. We don't have the, like, I feel like this season everyone's really like either in denial. You got half fans that are in denial, or you got fans that are sitting there saying like, you know, we need to do better. Half the players that are injured now have an injury, like a track record of being injured. So no, that's why we kept saying next season we'll bring. We identified the midfielder problem a long time ago. That's why every time all the top outlets lied to us and said next season. Then we was told quality over quantity. We don't need a huge squad. We just need a squad and not like a like for like or similar close like replacements to come off the bench. Not going from like Thiago to young prospects. There's no one in the middle. We don't have no player that plays a full season. We don't have no player that plays a full season since Gini Wijnaldum. And I challenged somebody the other day on Twitter. I said, yes, we love an FA Cup. Yes, we love a Carling Cup. Yes, we love all that stuff. Yeah. But since we lost Gini, someone was talking about post Gini, we got 92 points and all that stuff. Since Gini Wijnaldum, have we won a major trophy? Have we had anybody who consistently plays 30 plus games or something like that? No. I'm telling you, we are lucky right now, and I don't want to go another 30 years or 20 years without winning something. I am being harsh here, but I have very high expectations for my club. And I understand the way we do business, and you guys might not agree with me, but I feel like right now, we got Ox. We're waiting on Ox to come back. We're waiting on this player to come up, but they're not quality. They're not quality players to go there and take us through. We last season we were lucky with everybody more or less staying fit and playing, and we got lucky with.
I've got a J-Lo song for Ox, by the way. I've got a J-Lo song for Ox, and it's to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. Just leave,
That's
bro.
Beyonce. That's never Beyonce.
Yes, Beyonce, isn't it? It's Beyonce, isn't it?
You said J-Lo.
J-Lo.
Did I say J-Lo?
You said J-Lo.
My bad. You know what? I don't know.
No, but even just to finish off what I was saying, for me, it's all about like a type of replacements. Konate, very good player. Like I feel like we're building a great Liverpool 2.0, but with all the young prospects and players and whatnot. But the midfielders always seem to be an Achilles heel for us, and I really, really am in a point where we're not even. You're saying like, oh, wait for the better deal. We passed on like 2-3 players I think could have helped us, and Thiago don't play like half a season. Like look at the Champions League final when he went down. Look at everyone was distraught. Everyone was just like, oh my god, we don't have no one to play. We had Keita there. We don't even look at Keita as that type of player. Everyone was so upset. And when he did play, it was like, or when he was there, it was like, oh my god, he's playing cool. And then we still didn't win it. I just feel like there's some truths out there that we need, harsh realities that we need to really look at. And
do you know what?
Really do that.
After you made a big statement early on in this, I was kind of like, Oh my! I need to do this. I need to just let me just rewind that back because
But am I wrong though?
no.
If
Do
Chelsea
you
got
think?
their striker
Do
position right,
you
and
think
United
we're going to
bought a
be?
proper player
Say
and a
it again.
striker,
Say it again.
they'd be
Are
challenging.
we going to be in a top 4 battle?
No, but that's what I'm saying though. If Chelsea got this forward situation sorted, yeah, because that's their problem right now, yeah, they would be challenging. They should be challenging. Man United, for the money they spent, they should be challenging as well. But these teams are nowhere near us. Even when we had Netflix and Reece Williams play, and that's embarrassing to them. But if they get it right, you telling me that we're gonna finish above them with this current squad we have? If they get the right striker in, or they get the right, are we gonna be always still saying we're gonna finish second? Are you gonna be happy with that? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be fighting top 4. We're not gonna be looking at no one else Man City out there. There's not another team challenging Man City out there. So we dip into that. But quality of depth we don't have in the middle of the pitch. Defense we do now. Up front we do now. But in the middle of the pitch where you want to be creative and you want to get assists and all that stuff, and they need to do stuff. Like I see people saying, "Oh, Henderson don't play this role, they don't play that role." But let's be honest, we just have people that run around and win the ball back. We don't really play. You can say like number 6, number 8, and that, but our actual midfielders are there to get the ball back and just be busybodies.
I hear what you're saying. I think it could get that serious. It could get that serious, right? But what we do have is a team of players that have played together before, that do know how to get out of these situations. We've got a manager that is notoriously known for overachieving with the players he's got. So I think it's easy to say.
And then what? Overachieving, then what? Then what happens when he wins the league or he wins the cup?
And we never push. This is the frustration. We never push forward because FSG need to cough up the cash. That's what needs to happen.
Fine with that though. Klopp and FSG fit like a glove in a hand.
Klopp likes it.
Yeah,
but I still do think we're still a top 2 side. We are still the 2 sides that stand out.
We currently are.
Yeah, yes,
like
we struggle,
other teams
but
ain't fighting to win the league. They're nowhere near.
I agree.
Being,
but we are looking for injuries to come back. Injuries will come back, and I hate this. I do hate this narrative. The injuries will come back, Leo. We will get the plays back. We will start to play better. We will pick up the wins. But where we are frustrated is the fact that while these injuries are happening, they're going to happen again at some point, and we don't have the quality in behind them to keep that kind of momentum going. As soon as Thiago's out the game, our style, our flow, our chemistry, it just goes, doesn't it? Yeah. And that's what we're alluding to. So I get what you're saying. We could finish in a top 4 battle, but I still think we've got what it takes to be second. But I really don't think we've got what it takes.
Can you see us doing this for the next 10 years?
Season. I hope.
Can you see Man City, Man United, and Chelsea and clubs like that, like them 2 clubs in particular, not in the next 10 years still having this problem they're having now, or not even challenge? They're not even challenging. They are fighting for top 4 right now. So, but we Thiago's injury prone. Yeah, we know this, but we kind of we have no creativity in our midfield other than Thiago. Like, there's no second. Like, you guys can say hot prospects and all that stuff, but we shouldn't be going from Thiago to somebody we just signed or a kid and saying, you know what I mean? Elliot and Fabio, cool, they're amazing players, but they shouldn't have to be the ones to fill those voids. It should be a level in between. Like, that's where Kate is in the style of play.
Do you know what, though? This is the one comment I want to pull up for Leo, because this is where the truth really is. We're one big injury away from 2010 and 21. There's been rumours this week, Leo, about Van Dijk. There was a little rumour about Van Dijk. Will he be available? Will he not? The rumours were ridiculous, but everybody straight away, you're just going to meltdown, because if Virgil gets injured or Mo Salah gets injured, we are in big trouble, aren't we?
Yeah, and first off, shout out to LFC fan Graham, who's always supporting as well on the Instagram. But yeah, well, what's really frustrating is I don't necessarily agree that we need a Thiago type midfielder. The way we played some of our best football was with a genie type player who didn't do the crazy technical things that Thiago does, and that's why it frustrates me so much when Klopp and I guess the staff, everyone is like, we need the perfect player. Like, how you need to be the perfect player to just know how to press, which they can teach them. Like it's a brilliant staff that we have. Be able to run around and stay fit. Like we're not asking for crazy technical
bare
ability.
minimal.
We're not asking for a Bernardo Silva or a KDB. You know what I mean? And that's why.
Be nice though. Would be nice.
Yeah, of course. But you know what I mean? It's like then when they say we need to find the perfect player, it's like really, like how would Genie not have been a good fit coming back? I really don't know. I know it's not great to take players back sometimes, but it's like we know he stays fit. He knows our system. We could find players like him. But for example, he was available for not that much this summer on loan. It could have been a no risk really because PSG are willing to pay part of his wages. Then we get Jude. Sorry, I have to mention Jude. We get Jude next summer. And then,
yeah, I know what you're saying. Mike, do you think it's a case of just get players in there? Because like Leo's just said, you can teach anybody to press, you can teach anybody to run and do these kind of things. Or do you think we do need to be a bit cautious of who we bring in? Because we're linked with Sanderberger. Seth Vandenberg, he's already there. Sanderberger we're linked with from Sheffield. We're also linked with Moses Caicedo from Brighton. Are these the type of players we should be trying to attract when we're looking to be the best team in world football? We're looking at a championship player and a player that's just played 10 Premier League games. It just doesn't seem good enough for me.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't just bring anybody in, but I feel like you have to look at everyone's track record as far as their fitness. Like, look at matches played at least, because like Owen Leo said, the bare minimum. That's all we're asking for most of these players, just to run around and press the ball, which anybody can teach. Especially our staff, like Leo said. So it's just like, I guess, yes, we could just bring anybody in, but I don't want just like anybody. And then as far as like Sanderberg, I know he was like a big young prospect at one point when he was back at Genk. I know a lot of teams were looking at him, including us at one point, like after we played them. So to be linked with him again, like it's not that big of a deal, but I personally have not seen Moises Caicedo, so I don't know much about him, as I mentioned the other day. But everyone's saying he does play like Wijnaldum. So, I mean, if that's true, then great. But realistically, we just need a body there that can pass the ball and press. That's it.
No, I agree.
Simple.
And you know what? All this is just a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas in it. And like, are we actually going to bring anyone in? I'm worried that I don't think we're going to sign anybody at all. But it's not about, this isn't called Transfer Station. This is called Hype Station. So let's bring the hype back in the building. Let's go to the United game. Let's talk starting 11 lineup. So let me just get a nice starting lineup. So what I want to do, I want to look at the starting 11s, and I want to go with what you think Klopp is going to choose first, okay? Well, this one is what you think Klopp is going to choose against United. Now, we know the goalkeeper. We don't even need to even discuss goalkeepers because we've got the best keeper in the world. Please stay fit. Kelleher's the best second keeper in the world, though, in my opinion, as well. So we've got great keepers. That's not a problem. But let's look at this. Let's look at defenders. Available defenders. Gomez, Virgil, Samikas, Robbo, Phillips, Trent, and Kwanzaa, who's the academy prospect who's been training with the first team this week. So, out of those all, who's making Klopp's back four? Which is Klopp's
four picks
back
itself.
four?
Yeah.
Come on,
back four picks itself. If Klopp tries to tell me Joseph got injured and kicked us or not, I'm telling you, I'm not watching the game because I'm not listening to that. Because when he came on, I would have still started him and changed it up at the back end of the game. It has to be there. If you want to start left to right, right to left, whatever you want. The two centre backs, the left back and right back choose themselves. I'm not dropping Robbo. I ain't dropping Robbo. I think people are being very harsh on Robbo as well. And Trent at right back. It will be Virgil van Dijk and Joseph Gomez, one of the partnerships that I was yearning to see for a very long time again, and I'm happy they are back.
What about this? We like this. Trent, Van Dijk, Gomez, Robbo. Leo, is that your back four for the game?
No, I agree. I know that you would like Costas, though, from what I heard on your last show.
too.
Yeah, I know that, and I don't necessarily disagree in terms of like Robbo's performances haven't been what they usually are, and potentially starting him. I don't know about against United, but in one of the next few games where you just tell him, like you can lose your spot, like no matter how good you are,
Yeah.
if you don't start playing consistently again, then we're gonna bring Costas in, who at least was a bit more lively against Palace. His crossing wasn't great, but at least he was trying something, and that's all that we needed really right now. So
I'm
I
biased to Robbo,
completely
innit?
agree. You are biased,
yeah,
Robbo.
me too.
I just,
Me
you
too.
know what? I think
I was still
how
Robbo.
well Costas has been performing when he comes in. I've not seen Costas. Maybe one game where he's a little suspect defensively. I've not seen him put a foot wrong. When there's a player that good knocking on the door, when Robbo has shown recently a little bit of indecisiveness, especially in front of goal, when he should he shoot, should he cross, he does the in-between move every time. I feel like we just need that cutting edge moving forward. And another thing, Mike, that I've noticed, the goal last game, and we've got where is it here? Azan saying Mike would be proud because Diaz got his goal last game. He knows how much you like Diaz. But that Diaz goal came from Costas overlapping. Hendo always makes that underlapping run where he comes inside Diaz, and it doesn't give Diaz that opportunity to kind of lose the left back. Once Diaz, the right back, sorry, once Diaz loses the right back, he's got the chance to come inside because Costas is attracting attention. That's where Diaz is most lethal. Would you go Robbo or would you go Costas? Do you think Costas deserves a chance though at some point?
Oh, 100%. Just, I've been over the summer. You read a lot about how Robbo has been like mentally just like drained. You lose the final, you lose the league by 1 point on the last day, and then you lose the playoff to go to the World Cup, all in like the span of 1 month. I would be exhausted mentally, and I would be very down on myself personally. That's just me. I don't know how he's taking it, but it does seem like it's affecting his play. The way Costas has been playing and showing promise, I definitely would give him the start. And honestly, from what I've seen of both of them, I think Costas has a better shot on goal than Robbo. He doesn't really.
100%.
To be fair, it's not being
but he definitely can score some goals, of course. Don't get me wrong. But Costas is more likely to shoot on sight than Robbo would. And we need that right now. Even there's a ball falling to somebody's foot and just tapping it in, we need goals now.
No, we do. We need goals, and they're not looking like they're coming from midfield. They've never looked like they're coming from midfield. People know Trent. If you mark Trent out the game, where's the creativity coming from now? We're relying on Mo Salah to do something individual, Diaz to do something individual. Bringing Costas on gives us that different element, but it will leave us a bit more exposed at the back. So it's a tough one, but I think the consensus, in fact, I think the consensus is we stick with what we've got. I think we definitely all agree that Joe Gomez deserves the game time. I want to see Joe Gomez kind of cement a place or challenge at least, because when everybody's fit at the minute, Joe Gomez is definitely the bottom of the pecking order in terms of Kanate and Matip. So let's move anyway to the midfield. Who we think Klopp is going to pick. These are the available midfielders: Fabinho, Milner, Keita, Hendo, Elliot, Fabio, Carvalho, and Stefan Bacic. Who you starting, Mo? Or Jurgen Klopp? Who's Jurgen Klopp starting?
If you're Jurgen, he's probably gonna start Harvey, Fab, Kate, Milner. But was Hendo in training? I didn't see him in training photos of him training.
Hendo is available. He's available, but I've not seen him in any of the training photos or anything like that. But I think he's available.
I would go to what we did last season. The rotation was always Thiago and Keita being swapped out. So that's not against Milner. I think Milner's actually been one of our best midfielders, to be fair. But it would be Fab, Keita, and Hendo if he's available.
That's what you think Klopp will pick.
That's what I would do. Klopp, I think Elliot. I think Elliot will start. So it might be Milner on the left and Fab. I think it'll be Elliot in there.
Okay, let's go to Leo. Fab, Milner, Keita, Hendo, Elliot, Fabio, and Stefan Bacic. who's Klopp going to choose? I don't need to see a Milnerson midfield. I don't need to see it against United.
See, I feel like having watched, he definitely obviously watched the Brentford, all of the moments, and I don't necessarily see Harvey starting just because he's probably telling himself, whoa, if we press against this team, they're completely lost. They're willing to try difficult passes because that's what Ten Hag wants. I see him going for a midfield that just presses nonstop. So for me, it's the four that could potentially start as Fab, Hendo, Millie, Keita. Those four are the best pressers. And so I see any Fab is definitely starting, and then I really do think Hendo's going to start because he didn't start the last one. So then I think it's either Millie or Keita. So good news for you.
I 100% agree. Look at the track record. Look who performs against United every time for Klopp. Keita. Keita's going to start this game, and I think Hendo not starting last game. Hendo will start as well because you've got the captain and Fabinho. I really please. I love Milner, but we can't have Milner, Henderson, and Fabinho. We just can't do it. Mike, what would your midfield? Not your midfield. What do you think Klopp's going to go with? Do you agree with us?
Yeah, I think he's just going to go what he knows is tried and trusted against United. I was going to say Keita 100% starting. Yeah, exactly what Alison said. Fabinho, Hendo, and Keita in front of him, and that's exactly what he's going to go with. And then if not Hendo, probably Milner, just based on like how he's playing right now and the fact that he's consistently playing all these games.
This is interesting from Latif. Honestly, throw Bajcetic in the deep end. Play him against a top 6 team.
Tyler Morton.
First of all, United ain't a top 6 team anymore. Just that's what I was going to say. United aren't a top 6 team anymore. Second of all, that could ruin a young player like Bajcetic. If you've got Fabinho fit, there's no need to throw Bajcetic in there. We need Fabinho in there. But it's interesting, though, because Fabinho needs rest. Fabinho plays a lot of games. He's the first name down in every game just because there's no other natural number 6 in our squad that can do the job that Fabinho does. For example, we've got Thiago. We've got Hendo. They could potentially play a 6, but in a different team. Maybe in a Chelsea team. Maybe in a Tottenham team. But for Liverpool, they can't play 6. So does Fabinho need a rest at some point? And is Bajcetic the guy to put in the Mr. Old
100%. 100%. Like, you have to understand something. We ain't got no other choice. So it's not even a question. We're not signing midfielders. We don't have any other choice. He's shown glimpses of he can do that role. And again, like the season before, whenever it was when Fab got injured, and Tyler came in. That's how it's gonna be. That's who's gonna play it. So we don't have a choice.
We're going to go on to the teams we would pick in a minute, by the way. We're going to do full 11s. Each of us going to do a full 11. But we're just staying on, for anyone that's just joined in, we're just staying on Klopp's team. Who we think Klopp will pick, because I'm finding this so predictable. If I'm Ten Hag, I kind of know what's going to come up against me. When he's playing Brighton and he's playing Brentford, Leo, those are two teams that they could play any way. They're fluent in the way they play. You know Brentford are going to work you off the field. But with Liverpool, if you set up a certain way, you kind of can see out a draw if you've got the level of players. United have the level of players. If they're disciplined, there should be no difficulty in getting a draw against Liverpool if they stick to their jobs, should they?
I mean, I feel like if we're on our game, then it's such a difficult task. And that's the thing. It's going to be whether we can be on it or not. And we saw against Palace, when we were down to 10, that if we turn it on, then we can be that team. We haven't lost it. We did it in the Community Shield and everything. So I have a feeling that we're actually going to turn it on. I'm being positive because I just think away to Old Trafford, there's no better place to do it. That you can't not be hyped about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, I did say it against Palace. I thought they were going to be so angry at their put out performance, but
I think Liverpool were hyped against Palace. I just don't think the quality was there. I just don't think we had that
Wow.
cutting edge until we went down to 10 men. The crowd helped when we went down to 10 men so much. Diaz having that free roll, I think that's Diaz's thing now. I think it's a perfect segue actually into our not defenders, my bad, into our attackers. Yay! These are the available. When I look at this, it's like, oh my days, that's all we.
What happened? What happened?
So that's our available attack from last season. Let me just put this into perspective for everyone. So we've got Firmino, Salah, Elliott, Diaz, and Carvalho. Last season, we had Mane, Salah, Jota, Firmino, Origi, Minamino, Diaz. That's not even mentioning Elliott, Fabio. It's so hard, isn't it? Like, we thought the attack this season was going to be what was the exciting thing. But no, we're looking a few injuries, and it looks light in attack because Núñez is on the red card. Jota's not fit. Who does Klopp play? Is it really going to pick itself or again? Because Firmino's fit, is it going to pick itself on Monday?
Yeah, we were lucky that he rested Bobby as a precaution for just in case. It's like he preempted like an issue or something. So it's definitely going to be Mo. Like I said, exactly. Diaz, Bobby, Mo. 100%. That's my front three as it stands. And
do you know how I feel about that? Oh, I feel just the way Cammy does. Oh, Cammy, what's going on?
It's not a bad front three.
It's not a great front three either because the chemistry, in my opinion, isn't there yet.
No, but it's only one player that would have changed. And
no, but I thought Diaz and Bobby would have a great chemistry. I thought they were a match made in heaven. But when they've played, they seem to be picking up the same spaces. Diaz drops deep. Firmino drops deep. Diaz likes to come more central. Firmino stays central. It just hasn't been working, and we've not found that connection. I don't know if that's Diaz. I don't know if it must be Diaz because it has to work. Whereas what I said midweek, Leo, if we played a different style, someone in the middle, maybe a Diaz, maybe a Salah in the middle, that would open the pitch up a little bit more for us. I feel like if Bobby plays, that's going to play into United's hands. But do you think that's what Klopp's going to go with? Mo, Bobby, and Diaz?
Yeah, definitely. But the one positive I can think about, actually, Núñez, now that I think about getting suspended, is at least Bobby mentally now is like, I'm starting the next three. And that could possibly mean that in training, it's all about the way that he links up with Mo, with Diaz, because that's the only option that we have, and before maybe they would give more time to Darwin setting up with them, but here, like, we have to win the next three. We have to. There's no two ways about it.
How far away is Jota, Leo? How far away is Jota to coming back?
That's something I was going to talk about. Like, I find it mad that Calvin Ramsey, Kelleher, and Jota, all three of them, we just don't know when they're coming back. And they keep saying, like, they said that Ramsey was a small injury in preseason, and so we don't really know what's going on, and that's quite frustrating because it's like, without Jota, like, who do we have that can come off the bench? You showed that list of attackers.
Nobody.
Fabio and Harvey are better in the midfield. So who can we bring on? I guess maybe Cade Gordon. Isn't he injured too? I think
Cade Gordon's injured as well. Who do you bring on, though? That's the point. Who do you bring on off the bench?
Crazy.
Because let's be honest, Elliott or Carvalho could be starting in midfield. So if they start in midfield, there's no attack.
Maybe we bring it back to the days when Millie played for City. We put him up, we bring him up top.
You guys are missing one vital thing.
He'll be like a new signing. He'll be like a new signing up there.
You're missing one vital thing. Bobby's not playing 90 minutes all three games. So who's coming to play? And you're basically Salah and Diaz will play 90 minutes. Cool. Bobby's not playing 90 minutes. You can't. Yeah. Bobby does not a 90 minutes play no more.
I don't care what else. Ox could have played the false 9 role. It's too bad.
This is what I'm saying. So for the next 3 games,
I'm going to cancel Leo in a second from this. I'm going to get him out of here in a second.
But the next 3 games, if Bobby, if we're not winning, and Bobby's not going to play past like 70th minute for me, like that's when he's steamed that he can't do 90 minutes. So who comes on to get us a goal? What happens? like we're gonna have to pay Salah's gonna have to go in the middle after playing 70 minutes out wide. It's just a mess. I feel like if we don't get a goal or winning within 67 minutes, it's gonna be very hard to
That's
get a goal.
always the case, though, isn't it? Oh, if Liverpool don't score early in games, teams smell blood, and that's when they settle into the game. They make it frustrating for us. They look for counter-attacks. United, they should just follow the exact same blueprint that Crystal Palace and Fulham
5 at the
did,
back
because
is what they should
that's
play.
the way. That's the way to play
5 at the back.
Liverpool.
If they want to get anything that game, they have to play 5 at the back. Their centre backs are not good enough to play as a 4. Yeah, they have to. If they want anything from the game, if he's really watching Liverpool and does what he needs to do, he should know playing 5 at the back with a Rashford or somebody with pace or whatever, or Ronaldo just up sticks up front is how they're gonna kill us, because they're not gonna play a 4-4-2. I don't think teams like they don't do that. So a 5 at the back is what they should play if they really want to get something from us.
You know what, Mike?
But-
I don't even want to talk about what Klopp would do anymore, because do you know what? Klopp's choices are going to be... They're going to be shockers, right? So we cancel Klopp's choices. You put your Klopp hat on. I want you to choose your 11 that's going to get this job done, that we're going to see something exciting from. What would your 11 be?
Going Alisson, I'm going Costas, Gomez, Van Dijk, Trent, Keita, Milner, Fabinho. Oh man. Mo in the middle, Diaz,
You say
and
Milner?
Harvey up there. Yeah, Mo in the middle, Diaz and Hart. And sorry, Fabinho. Fabio. My apologies.
Fabio.
Waking up over here, like I said.
Nice. So you'd go Salah through the middle, Diaz on the right.
Yeah, but then he can drift in, do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And Fabio,
And then
Fabio's got pace. Fabio's fast,
know-
man, and he can dribble, so he can hurt them there. So I really
I'll forget you didn't say Milner, but that team, that's a nice
didn't say
team
Milner.
right there. That's a nice team. The podcaster, let me see if you can do better than Mike just did.
So it's Ali, Gomez, Virgil, Trent, Robbo. Then it would be Fab, Keita, Hendo, Diaz, Bobby, Salah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same. Woo!
You two are down
So,
at the bottom.
Something I do want to mention.
Leo's trying to wind me up today. I can see he's got that twinkle in his eye. You know where he just wants to be like frustrated. He's got that twinkle in his eye.
No, I'm just making fun because it's just been like a week where I feel like we've been so frustrated, and at this point we just have to accept the situation. You know what I mean? But something I did want to mention, we talked about the depth in our attack right now. What would have happened against Fulham? I'm just thinking now, if Darwin wasn't on the bench. Just imagine. Because remember how we were playing before he came on?
That's exactly
It
what
looked like
could
nothing was
happen
gonna happen.
against Manchester United. Like, if you look at United now, this is the worst time to play them. They've just got Casemiro in, who's going to probably start the game, who's going to be absolute. Is he not registered in time?
Yeah, we're registered in time.
No.
So he can't start. So that's better for Liverpool. That is better for Liverpool. But when you look at the situation they're in, playing at home as well, apparently there's some kind of stage walkout, or there might be fans attempting to stop the game from going ahead, which I hope doesn't happen. But all this drama and theatrics will play into Man United's hands. They're going to want to prove a point to their fans that they can do something. But again, this does play into Liverpool's hands too, because Liverpool would love nothing more than to stick the nail in the coffin of United. So I'm hoping that we've got players in that team that just want to go out and they know how much this means. But Mike's team, for me, that's the team. Alisson Becker, Costas, Tsimikas. Because there's no threat. Sancho's pace isn't a threat. So we don't need Robbo. Van Dijk can deal with that. Costas can get back. So Costas for me, Van Dijk, Gomez, and Trent. Midfield, exactly like you said, Fabinho, Hendo, Naby, Keita. So no, don't say James Mill. No, no. So I think Keita, Fabinho, Hendo midfield. I would go with Mike's front three. I genuinely think I'd put Diaz, though, in the centre forward position. I put Diaz
Both on
centre
the
forward,
bench.
Salah on the right, Fabio on the left. Then on the bench, you've got Elliott to come on the right, maybe shift Salah inside. You've got Bobby on the bench. It's just horrible. When you talk about the bench, it's so horrible. It kills my soul inside. It kills my soul. But let's see what everybody else is saying. We need to utilize Fabio. He runs into the box. I'm feeling that his first goal is coming sooner than we think. I think Fabio's still got a big part to play. I know, Leo, you're a big fan of Fabio, aren't you? Especially in that midfield role. But I feel he needs to be maybe a central attacking midfielder rather than a left central midfielder if he plays in midfield, just because he likes to stay close to the attacker.
Yeah. No, the issue was Klopp only had one system, as we know, so it's not really possible. But he could potentially play the false nine role. That's possible.
One system FC. Oh no, that's going to be our new name. Please don't do it. But it's not just about Liverpool's 11. It's also about Man United. What could they do? Can they trouble us? So last time out, Manchester United went with this starting 11 versus Brentford. They went with Cristiano Ronaldo up front, Rashford and Sancho on the wings. Then they had Eriksen, Fernandes and Fred in midfield. Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, Dalot and De Gea in goal. That 11...
Their bench looks weak. Their bench.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we look at the bench...
I'm surprised at the bench.
But would you not take that bench, though, over Liverpool's bench right now? Wan-Bissaka
right
defensive
now, yes.
solid. Like, Van der Beek can potentially...
I don't know, you know.
No, I think our bench is better.
Status.
I don't know.
Go on, Ole. What are you thinking?
I don't know. Like, there's no one in there. I feel like Max Sauce, Milner would do the job. Like, I don't really care for Max Sauce. Elanga, he's a defender. We don't need defenders right now. Who was there? Varane is the only one I would take.
No,
but we don't need a right now.
Elanga's an attacking player, isn't it? Elanga's a real winger.
I mean, he's more of a wing back, though, isn't it? I think he's
like a...
No. I know he's not, but I see him more like in a back five. He's a wing back, innit? Like, that's how I see it.
Right. Maybe you should be Ten Hag. Maybe they should employ you all to go in there.
I mean, no, he's not good enough to be a winger. Like, he's not taking on players. He's not fat. I don't think he's fancy. He's just a quick player, and I don't think. And his tackling's not all that when he go. He's not that good going back. So
it gives me Jordan Ibe vibes. Vibes. He should have been a wing back for Liverpool. I think he should have been a wing back.
But their bench ain't that great, to be fair. There's no one. Let me see that team again. There's no one there that makes me feel like, oh my god. Even though we're struggling, there's no one there that makes me feel like who. Maybe Van den Beek is the only one I'd probably say okay, only because we're missing midfielders. But he's not that great.
No.
Do you know what though? It depends who they play up front. I think there's no pace in there apart from Rashford. Liverpool don't like playing against pace. Eriksen is a very clever player, so Eriksen could be the problem. I think we need to neutralize Eriksen.
He plays in the wrong position.
Apart from that, there's no threat. But if you looked at Fulham's team, I would have said there's no threat there. There's more threat in a Crystal Palace team right now than there is in a Manchester United team.
Fulham are a lot more hard workers, and I think they're more physical. That's the difference. Fulham's players, they are going to win every ball. Man United very much think they are pass masters, and what can pass around. That's where they made the mistake against Brentford. They said, don't worry about the physicality, we'll pass around them, and they barely got in the game. That was the difference of the game. They were physical teams. Those teams are physically and putting their bodies on the line. They're not. Superstars don't do that.
Do you know what Azan is saying? I've made a Kloppzone 11 in my mind, and the Kloppzone 11 can defeat them easily. Azan, type up your Kloppzone 11. Tell me what positions you've got all our podcasters, all our team members in, and we'll pop it up, and we'll see if they could beat Manchester United right now. So type that in. But Mike, we go to this Manchester United team. Where do you think we should exploit? Where do you think our strength lies? How can we dominate Manchester United in this game?
Pull it up again.
Pull it up. There we go.
11. We could really expose Dalot and Maguire, like that half space
Yeah.
over there, and I wish we had Nunez, man, because he would have been fucking playing with
perfect.
Martinez like a fucking action figure, dude. He's I'm almost as tall as Martinez, and that dude's a Premier League center back. Like, what the fuck? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I'm a little angry again that Nunez is not playing because he would have destroyed those two guys by himself, I believe. But I think we just got to take advantage of Dalot and Maguire. And honestly, they're just such a mess right now. I think we could honestly beat them like easily.
Imagine
not a
scoreline, but outplay them by a lot.
Yeah.
Varane would have started though. If
Who
Nunez
would
was
have?
playing. If Nunez was playing, Varane would have started. They wouldn't have made that mistake again. But because he's not playing, I reckon you'll have Little Man play instead.
Yeah.
Little Man. Do you know what though? I think if Diaz plays on the left, it works. Carvalho plays on the left, it works. Because Dalot defensively is very worrying. Maguire, what Maguire likes to do, he leaves United exposed every time. He likes to step forward so much and try to kind of press either the centre forward who's dropped deep or the attacking midfielder that's like in free space. With Carvalho, with Diaz, they love those cute little passes in between the right back and the right centre back. That's why I think it could work really well. I'd love to see Carvalho on the left in this game. I think we need to see him. This is a perfect time. When is he actually going to play? When we're playing our poorest football we've played in years, you should be giving new players a chance. For me, or I don't know.
You'll see it though. You'll see it. So he will start with Bobby, but the sub will be either Salah or one of them will come in the middle, and then Fab will go out wide. It's a no-brainer. But to not start Bobby is to me a bit
crazy.
of a you can't. He has to start. So and we know Bobby's not going to play that long. So it just makes sense.
Especially
we need to know
United
positions,
well.
Azan. Yeah. We need to know positions of this Kloppzone 11, Azan. Give us the positions. I want full starting lineup: goalkeeper, right back, centre back. Get it in there because so far I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the people we've got.
Ash is number 6.
We could.
You're playing the 6th role. You're playing the 6th role.
Am I playing centre back?
Maybe it's because I've not got running in my legs. Do you know what? I've got good visual. I've got good awareness. I can turn on a sixpence. You know what I mean? Like I've got the awareness. I can spray a pass. That's as far as it goes. Physicality as well, but centre back, it's standard, isn't it? Like big man at centre back. Anyway, while Azan types the Kloppzone team up, it's time to go into our scoreline predictions. Let me go. So, scoreline predictions. This is a tricky one. I think it could swing any way. It could swing any way, this. But let's start with Mike. What scoreline are you going? Liverpool or United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford? Are we going to do it again?
I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool, but it's not going to be like as easy as the scoreline says. It's going to be like 1-1 for a long time. We get one and then get the other once they're trying to push for that equalizer. That's what I think.
I like that. You've thought about this, Mike, haven't you? You thought a lot about this. I like that. Leo, scoreline.
I'm going 4-1 win. I think also I actually disagree. I think there's going to be goals. I think there's going to be, because it's going to be so nervy at the start where both teams just so much talk there's been this week, and so I think both are just going to go for it in the opening 10 minutes, and then whatever goal is scored is just going to open up the game, and then we're going to see. I think it's going to be quite open.
So what was your scoreline again?
4-1 win.
4-1 win. Woo! That's a big one. Oh, are you staying with the big theme, or are you going more?
I don't think it'll be that way. I think he'll come in and he'll know how to aggravate us, and he'll know that if he holds on to about 60th minute, it's going to be a struggle for us. So I'm saying we might go 2. I'm thinking 2-1. I think we'll go 2-0 up, and then they'll get a consolation goal with 70th minute.
I hope that doesn't happen, because that'll mean with 2-0 we relax. They get one. They've played terrible all game. They'll get one and they'll be pushing and it'll be. I hate those last 10, 15 minutes when a team is chasing. Oh, I hate
Unfortunately,
that.
that's what's going to happen. So get ready to.
No.
No, it's not. It's not going to happen. Oh, I don't believe it. It won't happen. I'm going with Liverpool. I'm going with 2-1 as well. I'm going with 2-1. I think we go 1-0 down. I think we play better. I think we dominate the game, to be honest. I think we dominate
Where's
the game.
sounds? Who's got sound so I can do a?
Is that what you want? You want this?
What kind of trash is that?
No, I think we dominate the game.
You have to remember, yeah. This team.
Why do I always give all the chance to explain? As soon as I come on, that's it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry,
Right,
I'm sorry, friend. Go on.
Right. I think Liverpool dominate this game. Possession, we create chances. We've not got a goal scorer in the middle. Like, it's Mo Salah. If they mark Mo Salah out the game and put the best defenders on and they play defensive, where do we get goals from? We might say Diaz because he scored last game, but I can't see this. It's going to take...
Nabilad.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Nabilad.
Yes.
Nabilad. Do you know what?
He scored last time he
will
came to Old
score.
Trafford.
He probably
He
will
scored
score.
Old
But
Trafford.
we definitely dominate the game, but United are going to catch like a lucky break. Ronaldo, clinical, boom, 1-0. But then Liverpool, I feel like they'll come back into it, and I think it's going to be a last ditch Divock Origi moment for somebody, but I don't know who that somebody's going to be because we need Divock Origi back. Divock, come back for this game, please. Oh, you're not feeling Divock Origi coming back?
No, I ain't panicking that much.
So you
no
wouldn't
attack
take
on the bench.
Divock Origi on that bench for this game? You're such a liar, oh. You're just being stubborn now. He's being stubborn, that's what he's doing.
Would I take him on the bench?
Yeah.
What?
You're something else.
I think
Oh,
the
no,
start
take
is
two
Cavallo
for
to come on the
Nucci,
left and Salah to go up top.
And just in time, my Mr. Loyal, Mark A, comes in the building, backs me up, 2-1, late Carvalho winner. I would love that for
I
Carvalho.
love that.
That would be... If Carvalho gets a late winner, Leo, do you think he then secures a starting place?
If we play as poorly as we did the last two, then yes, because we're lost for ideas right now. So 100%, you know.
This is what I don't want to happen as well. Latif is saying, I hope that if we do win big, it does not overshadow the problems we have in our team and system. This is what I worry about. I don't want Liverpool to just come out with an amazing performance and then all of a sudden it's, we don't need anybody. We've got the team. This proves that we've got the depth, because we all know we don't. And it's going to be an escape route for FSG to get everybody back on side so they don't have to sign anyone. I kind of don't want it to mask over the cracks. But we've got our Kloppzone 11 team in. I think I need one of your intros for this one. Are you all ready for the Kloppzone 11 created by Azan? Here we go.
Oh,
Let's go, baby!
I love it.
The Kloppzone 11 is in. The starting teams are in, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just get my John Motson microphone in the build. So, Kloppzone starting 11 for today's match versus Manchester United. In goal, we've got Jack, Anfield Analytics, the stat man. Left back, we have Ish, the narrator, the writer, the journal. Then we've got the centre back pairing of G and O. Always nodding. Oh,
What's funny?
you and G at centre back would be nothing but Kieran Dyer and flipping what's his name?
Lee Boyer.
Lee Bowyer. That's what it would
Here's
be.
where you're wrong. Here's
Lee
where you're
Bowyer.
wrong. You're wrong. The aggression gets taken out on the players. I thought he didn't say fouls, but I'm originally a centre back, so it's okay. I clean everything up. I'm tall. I'm still fit. I got this, bro. I'm telling you.
JJ's not gonna like this next one. In at right back, in the Trent role, JJ, the Jerry James show. Then the midfield three. Oh, this is a midfield three. If anything, these are the stars of the show. If you think
Midfield
about
through
it.
Calamity. Now, JJ.
Whoa, how dirty.
Covering,
That is
because
so
James is going to be covering Ash.
Oh,
They're going to
you
be
are
covering Ash.
ejected from the show. That's disgraceful. We've got
Covering
a midfield
Ash.
three of Leo, Ash, and Mike. And do you know what he says? Ash in the six. He's backing me here, you know. He's backing me in the six. So I'll do you justice, Azan, I promise. Leo, would you be the, like, I think Mike's the legs man. Mike's the kind of guy, he's the, like, number 8 that kind of pulls people's hair and kind of goes, hey, you little shit, what you doing, man? Come on, man. That's
You're all
Mike's
over the
one to
ref.
get under people's skin. And
No, I'm
Leo's
scared of Conte, the nice guy on the field, but I don't stop running.
That's it. I like that. I knew you was a runner on the field. Leo, I think you'd be like a Luis Garcia type player. Like a
I wish. I wish.
yeah, I wish. I wish.
Yeah, you do.
And then we've got the forwards. This is an interesting front three. Roms, Double A, and Deck. I'm not sure about that front three.
Who's gonna muscle Double A off the ball? Come on.
That's true.
Who is
I
gonna
don't know. What's his touch
Andy
like, bro?
biohacking Fenway
one.
style.
No
But I
one.
don't think Double A's got that clinical. I just don't see that. Do you
That's what
see
he
it
got Robin
all?
Declan there for.
But
Oh, are
it's,
you
it's second Fenway. It's second Fenway, bro. He's just get the ball, hold it, and just shoot and hope, man. Or
Shoot him
just
off.
headers.
Do you know what? I'd probably say Rom's at right wing is probably your shirt, but I think we need to shuffle some things about what we're going to do on paper. I'll get it down on paper. He says, Mr. James the Brain as manager. I feel like we need Abs in there somewhere. I think Abs could put a shift in all.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I was gonna put her as manager
Oh, that might be good. You need that
or
like
assistant.
female
Team manager. James
matriarch,
Drake be backup manager.
the matriarchal figure keeping all the boys in check. That could be a good shirt. What would she be? She would be
Be a striker.
England's manager. She'd be like ruthless. She's got that like twinkle in her eye where it's like, don't mess with me, but I'll be nice to you at the same time. I like that one. I'm gonna put the team together. I'm gonna post it actually on Kloppzone. I'm gonna put a starting 11 together that I think I might make us all do it. Choose your starting 11, and then we'll see which one wins. We'll do that after the show. I like that one. But let's get rid of this comment because we've done our predictions. We've done everything else. I just want to look at some of the comments just to make sure I've not missed anything. Oh, this is disgraceful. Look at this all. Abs instead of all.
I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it.
Disappointed.
She will surprise everyone.
Hype Station would normally finish there, but we've got a nice little new feature for you today. And it's a little bit of it's a chess game. We've got to be tactical about it. It's a bit of a chess game. So what this is, I've got 10 things, okay? You've got to tell me how many you think you can get in 30 seconds, okay? So I'll start with O. Mike, then it'll pass to you. So I'll ask O. O might say, for example, I'll tell you what it is. It's United's top 10 Premier League goal scorers, okay? In 30 seconds, O, you've got to tell me how many you think you can get in 30 seconds, right?
Oh, and if
Mike,
there's more,
Mike, you can say if you think you'll get more, then it goes over to you. Then Leo, you can say if you think you'll do more. But if you don't think you can get more, you can call bullshit on the person before you, and they've got to try and get it right. If they get it wrong, you both get a point each. But if they get it right, they get 2 points. Okay? So there's two of these to go.
So if I think O's not going to get as many as he says, I call bullshit.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
Okay? So
I'm gonna play honest though. Usually I'm bullshitting, but I'm gonna play honest. Right now, it's like 5 a.m. in the morning for me.
Yeah, because all lies in people. That's why all lights are lying, especially on a Saturday. Wow. So, Manchester United. While we're playing Manchester United, it's Manchester United's top 10 Premier League goal scorers. In 30 seconds, how many of the top 10 do you think you can name.
I'm one of those guys you put on the spot. I can't even name one. I'm gonna say 5.
Okay, 5. Leo, do you call bullshit on O, or do you think you can do better?
Leo can do
You
better.
can do better. You can do better, I think.
You think you can do better, Leo?
Let me see. Yeah, 6. 6.
Okay, Leo thinks he can do 6. Mike, 6 or bullshit?
I think he can do it because that's probably around the number I could probably come up with if I guessed and shot out some names.
So you think he can do it?
Yeah, I think he gets.
So you want Leo to go for it? Because if Leo gets it right, then he gets 2 points and you get none. But if you go for it, you might get those 2 points. If he gets it wrong, you get 2 points.
I'll let him go for it.
He's going to let him go for it. Oh, you happy with that? Leo to go for the 6.
Yeah, they took one more than me, so they can have it.
Okay. Leo, it's over to you. I'm going to start the game in a second. In fact, I'll tell you how the game will start. It will start like this. That's when it starts, okay? That's when the game will start. Do you like it? It's an arcade game, yeah. I can't name it for copyright reasons. I cannot name the game, but it is an arcade game. No copyright infringements, by the way. This is a free download via a substantial website. No copyright infringements. That's how you start the game. If you get it right, then I will go give you a tick. If you get it wrong, you get the buzzer. Okay? So, hopefully they work fast enough. If they don't work fast enough, I'll just say yes or no. So you got 30 seconds, Leo, to name 6 of Man United's top 10 all-time Premier League goal scorers. Ready?
Yeah. Ryan Giggs, Van Nistelrooy, Wayne Rooney, Ronaldo.
2 more to get.
I'm forgetting. Ryan Giggs.
Oh,
Winger. Berbatov.
no.
No.
No. Time is up.
That's 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You could have said. What can I try name 2? I know I don't get a point.
Go on.
What about Cole?
Yeah.
What about
Andy
Bobby?
Cole's in there.
Oh, Cantona. What about Cantona?
Cantona's in there.
Oh,
Bobby?
that's the...
Who else?
Bobby.
Is Sheringham in there?
Bobby?
Cho.
Bobby Charlton didn't play in the
That's
Premier
not the
League.
Premier League, yeah.
You said in general. I didn't know you said Premier League era.
I tell you the top 10. So Wayne Rooney number 1 with 183. That's mad. Ryan Giggs 109. Scholes 107. Ronaldo 102. Andy Cole 98. Van Nistelrooy 95. Solskjaer 91. Eric Cantona 70. David Beckham 62. And then last on the list, Marcus Rashford with 59.
I didn't know you said Premier League. You said all-time goal scorers.
The problem is supporting this Liverpool team. I can't picture midfielders scoring goals. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. You were flying though, then, Leo. I thought this is easy. You just when you know the timer's on, it just kind of
that's the thing.
And you freeze.
Because I had Cantona before too, so that's annoying.
This next one should be a very interesting one though, because this next one, I need you to tell me how many Liverpool players and their squad numbers you can name in 30 seconds. Oh.
I've gone blank again. This I can never be on. What's that show? Do you want to be? Who wants to be a
I could
millionaire?
never
I'd
do
be
these.
so much for that.
Down,
I hate
down,
For the million
down.
pound drop.
Don't you be cheating either by like trying to Google something.
Dude, I will
Huh?
tie my socks around my head. I'll get 15 easy.
How can I Google it? I'm on my laptop.
Wow. Oh, what you thinking? How many?
And it's funny, I played this game on one of my shows, didn't I? And I just smashed it, but I'm trying to think now. I'm gonna play it safe and say like 4.
Saying 4?
I'm gonna play it safe.
Leo, higher or lower than 4?
Higher.
I can't believe you've gone 4. Like
Yeah,
4.
I'm gonna play because if someone else says higher than me and they don't get it, I get the point. So and it's 30 seconds. So if I start low, everyone can say, "Oh, I can beat that," and when they don't, I get a point.
Okay.
But I heard Mike say 15 because I think you should go if you're saying 15.
Yeah, Mike 15.
Of the current squad, write down their numbers.
Yeah.
The current squad
Yeah.
and their numbers. You think you can do 15?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Is everyone happy with Mike to try and get 15 in 30 seconds? Oh, you're happy with that?
I'm happy with the point I'm gonna get. Yes, I am. He's not naming 15. This is why you got to start low and impress.
Okay, here we go then. Get ready. Mike, your 15 players.
Match ready, look.
I hope it doesn't stall so I can't hear the name.
I didn't get the United.
Go!
Adrian, Bravo 26, Costa 21, Van Dijk 4, Konate 5, Gomez 12, Nathaniel Phillips 47, Trent 66, Calvin Ramsey 12, Fabinho 3, 8, Henderson 14, Miller 7, Hart 19, Mo Salah 11, Darwin 27, Fabio Carvalho 28, Luis Diaz 23, Cade Gordon.
Oh
my god!
You know what? Time's up. You named 16.
Let's go.
But
Gomez is 2.
How many were correct?
Gomez
is
is
the
number
only
2.
wrong one. Gomez is now number 2.
Oh, that's
but
right.
You got 15 anyway, Mike. So
Wait,
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Mike, 15. What's up with you now? What is up with
I
you?
do this every week, yeah. I do this every week, yeah. Don't I, Ash, yeah? That's how you know I don't listen when you speak, you know. I thought you said players of the same number. So naming like 15. If you say number 4, you have to name 15 number 4s.
Oh.
That's why I said I played this game on the...
How is that possible? How is that?
No, this is what I'm
possible?
saying, though. No, but this is what I'm saying. The people that wore the shirt. So this is why I said to you, I played this on the...
in the history of the club.
My show.
Everyone that's listening, this is what I have to deal with. I have to deal with
every week. I apologize.
Every week.
I apologize.
Never listening to the rules of the game. So from now on, always get in. Cancelled.
That's why I said 4. I said I'm gonna start low because 4. Because we played it and we did 4 before.
So every hype station, we're gonna bring a game at the end just like that. But that's the roundup of Hype Station today. I'm excited, guys. We're all excited for Monday night. We just wanted to come. All we want is a Liverpool victory. I think if Liverpool get the win, then we move on. We've got to keep building on these performances. Everyone that's tuned in, I've got to give a massive thank you to everybody that's been in the comments. Azan, Latif, Marque, everybody in the comments. You've been unbelievable today, and none more so than my amazing 3 amigos, Mike, Leo, and the podcaster. You've been fantastic. Find those socials in the description. The beat, by the way, for this outro, Beats by Des. Check him out because he has the best beats. Make sure you're following every one of us on socials. Get over to Leo's Goals. Follow Liverpool Goals as well. You probably already do. If you're watching me, you definitely follow Liverpool Goals already. But until next time, guys, you'll never walk alone. Come on, you Reds. Let's go and trash the Devils. Peace!